I've used 3 products, but only on one side of my face. Can you tell which? Tell me in the comments. You're about to find out if you're right or wrong. Today's video is brought to you by City Beauty. They've sponsored this video and they've sent me some free products. I got to pick out the products. I get to try out the products. I get to say whatever I want about these products. Even though they were kind enough to send me these products over, I get to decide if I like them or not. Let's start with the product that I have bought before on my own pennies, and that is this face mask. I love to do face masks. I like to do them in the morning, but I also like to do them in the evening when I'm watching TV with my kids. And so I will often put some masks beside my chair. I've got a little cubby that opens up. And so I'll put masks in there just for whenever I feel like doing them. Doing that makes my life just the tiniest bit easier, helps to remind me to do the masks. If they're right there, I'm more likely to do them. So I have bought this exact package in the past, used them all up. And when they said, pick out something you'd like to try, I picked these. I don't know if picking out something that I've already had is okay. I didn't ask, I just did it. And I really love these. In the box, you get 5 masks. It's very juicy. You've got to separate the mask on the inside from the 2 outer layers. See it dripping? Very juicy. 1 layer, 2nd layer. The mask is a gel type of mask, so it's very slippery. It has a nice fresh scent. Not overpowering, very, very minute. So much serum, I can just put it right down my neck. Masks never fit me right, ever, 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 ever. Is that the same for everybody, or is this a me thing? Tell me. It's sticking very well, so I don't feel like I need to lay down or put my other mask over the top of it to keep it on. However, talking, I always feel like it's gonna come loose, so I'm being a ventriloquist here, and I will be back in just a little while and see how young I look. Fabulous. Serum is left over and I rub it in everywhere. I put it on the backs of my hands, I put it on my chest, I put it everywhere. My skin feels immediately moisturized and so much better. It was very dry. It is always very dry. And I love using those because I feel so moisturized. And I think at immediate glance, the wrinkles around my eyes particularly are a little more plumped. And you just want your skin to feel hydrated. And if it's hydrated, it looks better. Now we're gonna move on to some products that I actually haven't tried before. And I'm not going to tell you which side of my face I put these on just yet. Let me show you what I've got. I went for heavy hitters. I wanted something that I could find a noticeable difference while using. One of my favorite products is the Peter Thomas Roth eye cream. You put that stuff on and you can see a difference. So I wanted to see if City Beauty's eye creams worked as good as the Peter Thomas Roth. Spoilers coming. So I got the Eye Revive Serum, and this I've never heard of, the lid lifting treatment, and I got the line blurring wrinkle filler. So I figured between the 3 of them, maybe I can look 5 years younger. Let me start by saying I've lost 100 pounds, so I've got a lot of wrinkles and a lot of sagging skin. So anything that's going to work on my face is gonna work on a naturally aging face because it's gotta go work hard on my face because of all the extra skin. Okay, this was the side I put these on. Could you tell the difference? I feel like this side does look better. It's subtle. It's not like I've set the clock back 10 years. I've got all this loose skin. But I can definitely see how things have improved a little bit, especially the wrinkle filler, because it's not supposed to do that thing, the tightening effects like the other 2 are supposed to do. It's more of a blurring effect, and I put it on my neck, and for sure, my neck looks blurred. Blurred isn't the right word. My neck looks better. It looks more hydrated and a little less wrinkly. And I'll tell you what, it feels better. This stuff is delightful. Let me show you. First of all, I've never seen an applicator like this. I love this. You squeeze out a little bit of it, just comes right out. It's so fun. And then you can use this to apply it or put it on there. And then you can rub in with your fingers. I'm gonna get a little bit more because I got a lot of skin there. And this stuff feels so nice. It's very slippery, goes on, leaves your skin feeling so soft and moisturized. Has a very, very faint flowery scent. I like the scent. It almost smells like a baby powder with a little bit of flowers mixed in, and the smell dissipates almost immediately. Now I can't, the smell's pretty much almost gone. Not completely, almost. Nothing can do anything permanently for this except for a face and neck lift, but anything that helps it look the tiniest bit better to me is a win. And I think this does more than just a tiny bit. I think this gives it a little bit of a filling in of the wrinkly bits. Especially right in here. I feel like that's where it's most effective, is right there. It does leave it a little bit sticky, but that stickiness goes away, and then you're just left with really moisturized skin, and it feels so good on. That's the line blurrer. I also put that here on this side of my face, and I think this is where it was most noticeable for me. We're not talking about the sagging skin, we're just talking about where I have the really deep wrinkles, again, from the sagging skin. I put it in this area right here, and it legit went to work there. I'm gonna put it on this side now. As you can see, I've got a lot of wrinkles in this area, and that's from where my skin has fallen down and pushes in. So you can see I've got two very distinct ones right here. I'm gonna put this on. It takes about a minute to set in, and I don't wanna say dry because it doesn't dry, but to be done working. I don't know how to say it. So we're gonna put this on and we're gonna move on to something else, and then we're gonna revisit it. But I just want you to really notice those two lines, because you are going to see we're gonna see some improvement. And because my skin will just flap right back over that, I hold that area up while I put it on, and then I hold it up for a minute while it dries, because you're supposed to let it dry before doing anything else. So I just wave my little hand at it and let it completely dry before I do anything else. So give me 1 minute, I'll be back. Let's move on to the Eye Revive Firming Serum. I can definitely tell a difference on this side. So let's have a look at this side. I've got a lot of little baby wrinkles and a couple of big ones right there around my eye. And when I'm not squinting, I've just got one big one right there. I put this on first before I put on the lid lifting. This is a kind of like a lipstick applicator. You squeeze it. Oop, I squeezed too much. And then you can use the applicator to apply it, and it can go all over your eye everywhere. And oh yeah, I put it underneath the eye too, for sure. I'm kind of undecided if it helped with my eye bags, but I feel like it does. I ain't trying to skimp on this stuff. I'm trying to get that on there. Now this also needs to set for a minute before you do anything else, so I'll be back. And the last one, the lid lifting treatment. I think of all of the products I have today, this is my least favorite. I don't notice a difference with it. But let's put it on. You tell me if you think there's a difference. You can see that my lid is rusting on my eyelashes. It's just sitting there hanging out, having lunch. And we're gonna put this on and see if we can see a difference. This is a normal squeezy, nothing special about the squeezy. That's probably why I don't like it, because it's just normal. I don't like normal. We're gonna dab this on and see if we can get something going on here. The weird thing about that one is out of all of them, it's the only one that I actually can feel something. It feels like it's tightening. It's hard to explain, but it kind of has like a warming feeling. And then my eye feels tighter. It feels, I don't know, it's really hard to explain. But when I look in the mirror, I don't really see a difference. But then again, do I? I don't know. I kind of feel like I do, but it's hard to know. I want it to work, so is it a placebo? I don't know. What do you think? Does it look better? Kind of feel like it does. I did apply it a little differently this time. So maybe I was applying it wrong before, because I kind of feel like it's doing something this time. I don't know, I'm not positive. I would love to hear your thoughts on this below. If you think there's a difference, let me know. 100%, I think the biggest difference is here and around the eye, because look at that. All those wrinkles that were way more prominent, way less prominent now. I do for sure see those. And again, when I watch the footage, I may see something different, because when you're looking at yourself, things look different than when you're looking at yourself in a picture or a video. You're like, what? And that might happen. So what you think? Do I look 20 years younger now? I think I do. I think I look 20 years younger. I will have all these products linked for you below. I'll have a coupon code for you. Use my coupon code, save you a little money. Let me know if you get one of these to try, and also tell me which one you think did the best job. And if you've used these, you must let us all know which one you've used and what you think it does for you. They also have some really good lip stuff that I've used for a while that I really feel like helps to fill out the lines. I should have concluded that in this video. Why didn't I include that in this video? If you're not subscribed to my channel, if you're just watching this because, hey, you wanted to hear more about City Beauty, subscribe, because I bring you new skincare every week, and we're gonna talk about aging together. If you're over 50, you know exactly what I feel like. You may even know what this neck is doing to me. It's bringing me down, man. We're much too old to be expected to color within the lines. I don't want you to worry about your neck. I'm really not worrying about mine.